Samantha Taylor here, and I wanted to encourage you about the best way to monitor your progress. And you know what? It's not the scale. Because if you just go by the scale is so inaccurate of knowing if you've lost muscle, if you've lost fat. You know, if you step on the scale and you've lost 10 pounds but your arm fell off, is that really a good 10 pounds to lose? No, we want to make sure that you're losing fat. So one of the best ways to do that is one, test your body fat. By the hand body fat tester, that is one of the best way to do it. The other way is by your clothes. How are your clothes fitting? And if you wear a lot of elastic clothing, it's hard to kind of tell because, you know, you can't really tell as much. So it's important to go by how your body feels, not just the scale. Think about this, a gallon of water, a gallon jug weighs 8 pounds. So if you're retaining water, then your body is gonna show difference on the scale. Or if you haven't gone to the bathroom that day, or, you know, it's just so inaccurate to only go by the scale. And especially when you're resistance training with weights, if you've not really done that before, or you were someone that dieted a lot, your body is trying to retain some muscle, not bulking you, but getting tone and firmness to build back up your metabolism and to get shape back to your body. So you could step on the scale and the scale shows 0 loss, but yet you lost 5 pounds of fat and you gained 5 pounds of muscle. So the scale shows 0. That doesn't mean nothing changed. So the important thing is to really go by how your body feels, how your clothes fit. Make sure you're taking measurements. I'm a major believer in taking measurements once a month. Just take your measurements and see how your body's changing, because you might think, well, I'm not really changing, but then you take your measurements and you've lost like 5 inches. It's just a really great way to encourage yourself. So if you are weighing yourself all the time, stop it! Quit doing that. You really don't want to weigh more than once a week, I'm telling you. And if you're weighing yourself more than like once a day, you better forget about it. It can be addictive. It'll just drive you crazy. You don't want to dictate your success by the stupid scale. And I call it stupid because it's not totally the best way to measure your progress. Think of it like this. Let's say you eat phenomenal. You work out, you drink water, you take your vitamins, you do everything that you're supposed to do for 2 days. You step on the scale and you're a pound heavier. The problem with that is your brain thinks, oh, all this doesn't work. I did all of this stuff and it doesn't work. That's not an accurate way to measure it, because let's say you're retaining 3 pounds of water, but you actually lost 4 pounds of fat, you know, or 2 pounds of fat. So, you know, it's just totally not the way to measure your progress. And you don't want your brain thinking that all the good stuff you're doing is not working. So just don't let the scale dictate how you feel about your success or your results. It's a measure tool, yes, but it's not the #1 thing. It should be like number 5 down on the totem pole of how you feel, how your body, your clothes are fitting, how much toner your muscles are, how much your body fat is lessening, how much other people are noticing. Not particularly men, because they don't normally notice those kind of things as much, but maybe other women in your life that say, wow, you know, look at you, you're looking great. And if they say, wow, how much weight have you lost? And you haven't lost that much weight, that is a sign to you that your body's looking different. Just because the scale doesn't show it, so what? We had one lady that went from a size 16 to an 8, and she was freaking out because the first 3 months she did not lose very much weight. But she still went from a 16 to an 8, and she eventually lost about 20 pounds. So just be patient in the process is what I'm trying to say to you. And I just want to encourage you to think about that, to not only go by the scale. I'm Samantha Taylor. I'll talk to you later.